While Oklahoma's economy continues to improve, the outlook isn't all that positive. Economists unveiled reports this week that suggest the state's tax policies and a failure to adequately fund education are still acting as a drag on Oklahoma's economic recovery.
The picture painted at the 2018 Oklahoma Economic Outlook Conference this week was generally positive. Dan Rickman, Regents Professor of Economics at the Spears School of Business at Oklahoma State University, says overall the signs point to a continued recovery next year, both in Oklahoma and nationwide.
Growth has resumed and is going to continue to resume. The U.S. economy is going to be strong in 2018. That's good for us. And the energy sector has bottomed out and is recovering, and that's good for us. So we'll have decent growth. We'll still probably lag the nation a bit, but it'll be good growth.
Oklahoma should see job growth of about 1%, while U.S. job growth is expected to be around 1.3%. Rickman credits much of the growth in Oklahoma to the rebounding energy sector. But he is concerned that job growth has leveled out on the oil patch, underscoring the need to diversify Oklahoma's economy.
That can't be our sole source of prosperity because it doesn't reach enough of the whole economy in all areas.
Rickman told the audience that Oklahoma's tax policies, including cuts to the state income tax enacted by the legislature in recent years, have had a noticeable negative impact on the state's budget.
People that come around and promise you that we can do drastic things and it's going to drastically improve your economy and there's not going to be any budget problems, that is complete falsehood.
Rickman said declining revenue resulting from the tax cuts and the slump in energy prices that began in 2014 left Oklahoma without the ability to adequately fund core government services, especially education.
Well, the cutting of taxes that we've done so far and slashing of education has really been a problem for us. We had the largest cuts in K through 12 education spending per pupil from 2008 to the current period. So those were clearly based on decisions that we made that hurt us.
Rickman says other energy-producing states, such as Louisiana and North Dakota, took a different approach than Oklahoma to taxes and education funding during the energy downturn.
Louisiana did not cut taxes whatsoever, and they had the second highest taxes in energy to begin with, so they were generating more tax revenues off their energy development than we did to begin with. And North Dakota cut its income taxes quite a bit, but their taxes on energy were higher than ours, and they had such a larger boom that they funded much greater education expenditure increase.
Failure to adequately fund education leaves Oklahoma at a disadvantage compared to other states when it comes to recruiting and retaining businesses. That's especially true when it comes to higher education, which Rickman says is key to expanding the state's workforce.
There aren't many things that we look at statistically in my area of research that consistently comes up and says, if you have this, you'll grow faster. And everything that we do, if you have a more college-educated workforce, you will grow faster. That just comes up over and over and over.
That college-educated workforce is particularly important to businesses like Amazon, which is looking for another city outside of Seattle to be the home of a second headquarters for the e-commerce company. Amazon is expected to invest more than $5 billion in the project, creating more than 50,000 high-paying jobs. Charles Kimbrough is the director of the Business Development Group for the Oklahoma Department of Commerce.
The announcement of this HQ has set the stage for a public competition among metros, and it set off a national frenzy.
More than 200 cities, including Tulsa and Oklahoma City, have submitted proposals to Amazon in a bid to win the lucrative prize, touting things such as infrastructure, extensive mass transit systems, and intangibles such as culture. But one of the checkpoints that Amazon has listed as necessary for a city to be the next headquarters is a large, highly educated workforce, something Kimbrough says Oklahoma is not in a position to offer.
We'd have to recruit them from outside, use opportunities and features and benefits that the state offers to be able to recruit those folks into Oklahoma should we be so lucky as to get a chance to prove that to Amazon.
Still, he says it's worth it for Oklahoma City and Tulsa to at least be in the game, as it gives the cities a chance to hone their business pitches, even if the chances of landing something like an Amazon headquarters are slim to none.